I had to turn the lighting on because it looks a little dark through the camera. I don't know why. Okay, so maybe I'm crazy, but I think fresh snow, the fresh snowfall, is just beautiful. It's just stellar to me. I just love it. So before it gets all yucky and gray and slushy, I wanted to see what we could see. I'd really like to see the woodpecker that lives down here and or any one of the blue jays. So I'm probably going to be quiet while filming. So please forgive me. But chat amongst yourselves if you'd like to. Here we go. I'll do the best I can. It's cold and I'm pretty bundled up. Oh, how loud. I'm gonna try to be stealthy. It's ridiculous how loud it sounds with the snow. And I've seen deer in the winter, but in this active snow like this, they're probably hiding. Smarter than me. Just wanted to bring you along with me to see if we could see any of the little critters down here. And if we did, make sure there's, they're okay. It's cold weekend. God forbid there doesn't need to be any pets or dogs or cats stuck outside, so. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna go the other way today because when I have Sammy with me, I go to the left. So today I'm gonna start on the right side. I would have went to try to get to the creek. It's really not that cold once you bundle up. But this snow is a pain and it's wet and it hasn't stopped. I'd love to show you guys the frozen creek. Okay, now here, you'll get an idea of how deep things are once I traverse this area here. That's the plow work. They just went up the road. For like the third time today, they're doing a good job too. Okay, here we go. Somebody was here. Oh, jeez. It really is deep. Somebody else was already here, but I'd say back here in the trail, we got a good 6 new inches, fresh inches of snow. I'm gonna try and be quiet just in case the woodpecker's out up here. Haven't seen the deer here since fall. Oh goodness, this is ridiculous. Good exercise though. Very good exercise. Like cross-country skiing or going through the sand. Oh, it's such a wet snow. And it is still coming down. No tracks, even the animals are staying in. Now you can see squirrels on like the sides of the trees. They kind of hide there and just like stick to it sometimes. But they have some pretty big nests up there too. Oh, yikes. Okay, here we go. There went a tree. That's a new one. Fell down. We got quite a few widowmakers up there. snow. Nice sled. It's like an icy snow. Might have bundled up too much. Look at that tree. One of them fell. Huh. Ooh. Holy cow, that's a deep drift. Yikes. It's like a sand dune. Holy cow. I wish I could zoom during lives. Holy cow. I'm marching, and I'm marching, and I'm marching. Yikes. Ugh, my scarf is wet. Let's go see what's up with the creek. Good thing they replaced the roof on the community center a few years ago. Or pavilion. Here we go. I feel like I'm in slow motion. Here we go. Oh, that's deep. Whoa. That's pretty deep right there. Oh. Yikes. Oh, jeez. Don't fall down the hill, Jen. Knock, knock. Anybody home? Looks like a little squirrel or gnome entrance. Even had the point for their little hats. Wow, this is really deep. I didn't think it would be this deep with all the tree coverage, but it's pretty. It's got to be about 6 inches. And then it's hard underneath because it was ice before this started already from the last snow. It's where the dog Sammy's in love with lives. One of the ones he loves. Jeez. Oh, tracks. Oh, tracks. Usually that's hanging over. Oh, there it is. Wrong house. Hi, beautiful. Yes, you're a beautiful puppy. My goodness. Cocker Spaniel. My Graham used to have one like that. We called it Shen dog because in French, Shen means dog. So really, we were saying dog every time we called it. Shen dog. If nothing, I try to make you guys smile. Wow, I'm covered in snow. And it's supposed to continue until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if we have 6 new inches right now, then I'm really curious to see how this pans out. Ooh. All right, so we'll stop up here where the creek kind of meets and goes off, I think, to the north and south in a roundabout kind of way. Here we go. This froze. And my gosh, this is deep, especially for being under the canopy of the trees. Hear it? I might not be a posh, polished, sponsored channel, but try to show people what's really happening in my neck of the woods and try to make y'all smile. If I were an animal, I would go in those tubes when it was cold and the water level was low, obviously. That was recent. Okay, don't fall. Yikes. I never did like walking where I can't see. I hated walking in ocean water that you couldn't see the bottom or you couldn't see your feet. Oh, I hate that. I don't know why, just don't like it. All right, this is probably gonna be dumb, but I'm getting off the path and I'm gonna cut this way and take a second to stomp my boots off in the pavilion over here because I'm rather covered. Is that wind? That is so weird. I don't see anything blowing, but I hear the wind, but I don't see anything. It just stopped. How strange. Was it a weird truck I'm not familiar with? That is so weird. All right, well, carrying on. I'm gonna kick my boots off real quick. Not off my feet, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, and my coat. All right, here we go. And we're walking, and we're walking. I wonder if there's anything in there. I know the deer hang out in there sometimes. I don't want to get run down by them if they startle. Even under the trees, it's like 4 or 5 inches. Wow. And that's new snow. Like I said, it was already iced up, left over from Christmas and New Year's. Let's go see what's going on over here. Ooh, it's getting me. Ooh, it's cold and wet. Don't worry about me. I got fleece leggings inside a thin solate leggings and 3 tops and 2 pairs of gloves. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm having a hard time reading you because it's wet and blurry, but I appreciate you. And I think we should share what's going on in our neck of the woods. We should not rely on the mainstream media anymore. The less of our attention that they receive, the better. This way, we know what's actually going on. And I'm telling you, friends, this is deep. This is like 7 inches here. Good Lord. Help me. Don't let me get buried. At least not yet. Yikes. All right, so where's the trail? No, now I've lost it. Okay, so if you kind of looking at the landmarks and stuff really doesn't do it justice. Like you can see on the big boulders, the layers of snow, several layers. You can kind of see on the dugouts, the trash, yeah, you could tell. Of course, it's like I said, it's a drift. The benches have holes in them, so they're not accurate. What else could you look at? It's good, like especially when you're showing weather or you're saying, hey, I'm in this area, to kind of prove a little bit like that that's where you're at, especially today's day and age. People just wanting to go viral. Oh, good grief. Somebody else braved it. Probably somebody with a husky or a German shepherd. I left Sammy in. All right, this way. But it's good, especially with snow, or to like show how many inches have fallen, to have a landmark that you're gonna show, you know, every 2 or 4 hours. But some of them, as you see, it acts like almost like a sand dune, like a drift. You could tell on that bench. That's a flat surface. But again, you still have it blowing off and all that. This is pretty deep. Especially for this area. We're usually pretty blessed. The Great Lakes storms kind of pass over us, or they break up before they get here. So we're lucky in that way and blessed. You could tell on the... Ooh! How deep it is. Look at that. Some of these mounds look like graves. It is so weird. And they just showed up a few years ago. I am not even kidding. Go look at my past videos where I talk about it. In the summer, it's creepy. I don't see any squirrels at all. They're in their nests. Sometimes you'll see them playing. But I guess not while this wet snow is falling. Jeez. Oh, there's tracks. That's a squirrel. And he probably went right up that tree. There's a rock over here where I leave them pieces of fruit sometimes. Organic, nothing with salt added, nothing like that. Real fruit. There's the rest of his tracks. All right, here we go. I'm walking. All right. Whew. Gracious. This way. And that's where the deer run through. Sometimes they sit there in the summer. They hide in now. Hopefully under a roof somewhere. If you have pets, remember to be careful with them. I got Sammy Musher's stuff to put on his paws, but he loves the snow. It was everything I could do to leave without him so he wouldn't get too cold. If you see any animals that need help, if you can't put them in your garage for a few nights, take them to someone who can. Shelters are full and can't always take on the extra animals. But be creative. Watch a few videos just in case you lose power on how to heat your house with just a couple tea light candles and those ceramic pots. You put the tea light candles under the pot on like a platform and it'll heat your whole room. But watch a video for how to do it the right way. Me talking about it doesn't do it. I'm not an instructional channel in that way. I'm learning from others myself. I can teach how to fish, tie a knot, basics, put up a tent. I could teach you anything about fishing. Whoa. So I could feed people. Holy cow. This is deep. All right, so they just plowed. They passed me when I was walking down here. And this is how much snow has fallen since I just walked down the hill. There's my footprints. See the tread, how you could see it? It's already covered. Again, I try to give real life examples. But I am gonna bounce because I'm gonna hoof it as much as I can and get up this hill. You guys have a blessed night. I have a couple of shorts to post as updates as well, because they're right in the yard and no wind and all that. And I'll take another one this evening if this keeps up and let you guys know how it's going. Stay warm, be wise, and have a blessed evening. Bye.